Bonjour mes amis. We are again in our not so weekly reviews, and this time following the Charvel from last time, we have another Charvel. The only exception is that this one is the modern version that they have for the past, let's say, almost decade now, because it's 2020. So this is one of the coolest looking things that you can get on the market right now for 80s looking and sounding and feel playing whatever guitars like Eva. So let's get straight into it. It's like one of the incredibly cool aspects of this guitar is the fact that the neck is satin, but it's super satin in a way that you feel like you're playing against this super smooth velvet like plain wood, which is just amazing for speed. There's like no friction, there's no getting stuck, nothing gets sticky or whatever, so that's just amazing. And when you want to clean your fretboard, all you need is some normal fretboard cleaner, or you can even just use water if it's not super dirty. Just have a damp cloth and you can finish right away. Obviously the paint is amazing, and it has its counterparts with other colors as well, and one of the colors that I regret not having is the neon pink, which was in the store that I got this guitar from, and the neon pink was there for a while, but by the time I kind of got the money to get this one was still there, but the neon pink was gone. So it's kind of a bummer, because there's no more places to get Charvels from here at this point. But yeah, what can I do? So the Floyd is amazing. It's an original Floyd, and it stays in tune like a bitch, and I mean that in a good way. It just stays in tune like nothing else out there. And obviously, if you've watched my videos till now, you know that I'm an advocate of not having things double locked. So at least for the tuners, for the locking knot, if not also for the bridge, but in this case I kept the bridge the way it came from the factory with the clamping blocks, because I just like it too much. But here on the locking nut side, I again refuse to clamp all the way down. I actually clamped them down just enough not to get out of the socket, and because this one has a string bar already here, there's no need to go crazy on clamping these things all the way down. And in this way I can use my tuners, and I can not use my fine tuners, which are fully pressed, if you take a look at this. So one amazing thing about this guitar is that the pickups are Seymour Duncan, and usually I kind of dislike Seymour Duncans just based on my experience with with some of the guitars that had Seymour Duncans installed, and they kind of sounded unnecessarily aggressive, and that kind of made them a bit too loud, too noisy, and the tone was a bit, too scattered and too sizzly, not very tight, not very well defined. But with these ones right here, they just completely changed my mind. And not only that, not only do they sound amazing, at this point it's probably the best humbucker sound on any of my guitars, but also the coil split, like the coil split right here, man, it just, I don't know, it makes these humbuckers sound more like a single coil than an actual single coil. It's just pure, instant Strat awesomeness. And, this guitar just made me change my mind completely about the Seymour Duncans. By the way, another good exception to my previous rule was the Ingve Malmsteen Seymour Duncans, which again, they are amazing. But anyway, another cool, not just cool, but like amazing thing to this guitar, to the neck, is the fact that the sides of the fretboard are so rounded and so comfortable. Literally, I've never felt this with any other guitar. It's almost like I can't feel where the fretboard finishes and when the back of the neck begins. Like it's the smoothest transition ever, which is also tremendously helped by having the satin that I just talked about, the satin feel from the finish. And what else? The frets are extremely high, just the way I like them, because I can't play anything otherwise. And the neck also has a very cool addition right here. Normally when I saw the headstock and I saw there was nothing here for the truss rod adjustment, I freaked out and I was like, fuck, another good guitar that I'll just have to pass on. Make a pass, because I don't want to pull out the neck every time I need to adjust the truss rod. But guess what? They use the spokeswheel design, which is just amazing, because it's even more convenient than this one right here. So yeah, all in all, this guitar is just, it's built like a fucking tank. And I don't mean it's heavy, I mean it's when I pick this guitar up, I feel like there's nothing that I cannot do with it. I feel like it's it does whatever I want. Extreme whammy bar abuse, or just the most insane heavy riffage that I ever wanted to play. This guitar just takes it like it's nothing. And yeah, just all in all, it's probably the best bang for your buck if you're looking for one of these beauties. Mainly like if you're looking for a guitar to satisfy those summer, palm tree, neon, sunset strip vibe. This is the one for you. Again, I regret not having the counterpart with the neon pink or some of the other amazing colors, but not enough money and availability in the stores as well. So apart from this, the drill by now. I only do reviews plus demos, I mean sound demos, if the guitar is a new one that you haven't seen on the channel, or if it's just passing by and it's not my guitar, it's a friend's guitar or someone's guitar that I'm fixing or whatever. If it's like an occasional guitar, then I'll demo it, because otherwise you'll never hear it again on this channel, right? So with this guitar, I will not be doing that, because I already have this guitar in so many of my videos. So just please do me a favor and browse through my channel and check out some of my other videos, including the ones where I have this guitar. If you're too lazy to do that, I'll just put them down into the description box, so that it's easily accessible for you, and you can check how it sounds right there. I promise you will not be disappointed. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Amazing guitar, nice, super nice, small touches, small finishes, like the Charvel logo on the tuners. This one is made in Mexico, and yeah, it's just an incredible guitar. I haven't ever ever, not even when I was working at the shop and we had plenty of Charvels there. I've never played a USA model Charvel, or even Japanese model Charvel, apart from the other one that I have, the 275 Deluxe. But with the Mexican quality that they have, I can only wonder how a US model would be like, because I don't know, this one is already way too good, so I can't possibly imagine what they could improve. But then again, I know they can, so I'd like to try one of those one of these days. But yeah, until then, this was our weekly review, which will never be guaranteed to be a weekly review, because I don't have that many guitars to review every week. So yeah, even though I have a few. So like it if you did, dislike it if you did dislike it, and hate, troll, comment. Feel free to let me know what you want me to do next, both in terms of reviews, if I can, or in terms of lessons, tutorials, covers, or my usual burps of wisdom series that I have with random tips, playing tips, techniques, gear related tips, or luthier related tips, or whatever the fuck I'm thinking about, because that's not something very stable. So yeah, without further wasting more time of your precious day, I will leave you to your own doing until next time. So if you liked what you see, if you don't like usual crap, okay? And if you don't tell me that, and if you leave a comment pure out of hate, I will fucking come to your house and I will... By the way, the only itsy bitsy little problem that it has, and it's just, it's a cosmetic one, only cosmetics, nothing functional, is probably you see the inlays. For some reason they kind of had a progressive offset in their positions, because you can see this one is pretty much center, although it's a little bit to the right, or if you prefer when the guitar is straight up, up down wise, or like this, left right. So as you can see, the slight offset will accumulate from position to position in a way that, here it kind of starts getting noticeable, especially at the last ones. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer because it's nothing more than, let's say, I wouldn't even say attention to details, because they paid so much attention to all the other details. I think it's just, a small calibration error in between the steps where they compute the positions for the frets, for the fret slots, and the other step where they compute the position for the inlays. There's some slight mismatch and let's say miscommunication between the two processes that kind of results into this. But again, it's just if they would ever see this, although I obviously doubt it, is just a helpful thing from my side, trying to show this little mishap, because it can be easily remedied and make the whole thing absolutely flawless. Not that it isn't flawless, but it has this small problem. And I just wanted to point this out because it's not just on this guitar. I googled some high resolution images with this model of a guitar, and every now and then I bump into some image that has exactly this problem. Sometimes I even found that they're the other way around, like to the left, meaning upwards on the onto the headstock side. But yeah, this just has to be corrected, and I think it's super easy. It's just one thing they probably forgot to consider in between the steps of calibration, for the frets and for the inlays. That's it.